So this is about war. Yeah. Hello everybody, welcome, or if you've been here before, welcome back. I hope you're gonna enjoy this video, and if you have been here before, I hope you're gonna enjoy this video as much as you did my other video, or videos. In this video, I'll be talking about the books that I want to read in May. So my May TBR. If you're unfamiliar with the word TBR, TBR basically means to be read, so the books that I still need to read. These are the books that I decided on reading in the month of May. And I just hope I can get to these. I will say I'm not good at TBRs. Like, I make them, but I never complete them. Like, I do not hold myself to them. And I will not be held accountable for not reading the books that I put on my TBR, okay? This is just a disclaimer. If you see my May wrap-up, you will probably not see all of these books, or maybe any of these books on that wrap-up. But here we are. I just think that these TBR type of videos are fun to make, and I like making them, so I really hope you enjoy watching them too, I guess. And that is all I have to say. Let's start with showing you the books and telling you a little bit about the books and what I think of them and stuff like that. First book, Where the Crawdads Sing by Delia, something like that. Owens. I cannot speak for now. This book terrifies the crap out of me. Why? Because it's set in the late 1969s. This book, the setting of this book is set in the late 1969. That is a totally reasonable explanation, Sarah. Yeah, it totally is. No, it's not. Why are you so scared of the book that is set in like the 1900s? It's not a reasonable explanation. Like, this has genres that I typically really enjoy, but I heard a lot of positive things about this book. I heard people raving about this book, but I also heard people like talking negatively about this book, and now I'm scared because they say it's boring, writing style is not enticing. And I know opinions are different for everyone. Like, opinions are called opinions for a reason, because it's not something that everyone will agree with. Still, I'm scared because I'm not sure what side I would be on the liking side or on the not liking side, because I feel like there's no middle ground. I feel like you will absolutely love, adore, pray for this book, or you'll absolutely hate it and throw it in a bonfire or something like that. Okay? That was very dramatic of me, but don't mind me. This will be me for the rest of the video. Like, I'm a dramatic person. Deal with it. Okay. Court of Mystery by Sarah J. Maas, or Maas, whatever. This is a reread if I'm gonna read it this month, because I think I added it to my April TBR too. Did I read it? No, I did not. I did read A Court of Thorns and Roses, the first book in the series, and this is the second book in the series. I read that one last month, I think, or the month before even. I think it was in March. I think I read that in March. Yeah, I think I read that in March. End of March though. And then this one, I am hoping I can attempt to read in May. My birthday month. If I haven't mentioned that already. No, I haven't. May is my birthday month. That's not the point. This book is a sequel to A Court of Thorns and Roses, and A Court of Thorns and Roses is like very popular around the booktube community. It's very like well talked about. Sorry, my throat hurts. And yeah, I'm just kind of excited, but it's also chunky, and I do not have a lot of feelings towards this book. Like, I'm feeling very neutral about it, about the situation that we're currently in. Like, am I gonna read it? Okay, who knows? But I am, like, excited, mildly excited. I'm feeling like, okay, yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a fun time. Let me tell you a little bit, though. I gave A Court of Thorns and Roses 3.75 stars, while the first time I read it, I gave it 5 stars. That's a big change. So I'm scared what I'll give this book, because I gave this book 5 stars the first time that I read it. And I'm not sure what I'll think of it now. Like, I'm so scared, though. Like, I'm excited, but I'm super scared. I'm not sure if I would call this an unpopular book, but I wouldn't call it a popular book either. It's The Last Place You Look by Kristen Lepionka. I'm sorry, I just butchered that name. I butchered that name. The Last Place You Look. I'm not sure what this is about. Like, I got it at the thrift store. I was like, yeah, let's get it. Because my mom thought it sounded interesting. It's about a 15-year-old... No, not a 15-year-old girl. It's about Sarah Cook. She disappeared 15 years ago, the same night her parents were brutally murdered in their suburban Ohio home. Okay, so her boyfriend was convicted of the murders and sits on death row. But he keeps saying that he's innocent in the situation. Now, the sister of that boyfriend insists on the fact that she saw the girl who has disappeared 15 years ago at a gas station. Very interesting. It's also not very thick. I think it's like under 300 pages or just over 300 pages. Yeah, I think it's 320 pages. 321 pages. Like, it's nothing. I'm kind of excited to read this book. Like, it has been on my shelf for I'm not sure how long. But it sounds very exciting, so I'm excited, I guess. This book is also a book that I put on my TBR for last month. The next book is also the book that was on my TBR for last month. Still haven't read those. First one is Dance with Burning Sea by E.J. Mello. I read Song of the Forever Rains, the first book in the series, about a different sister than this book is about. I think it was a year ago, or like half a year ago, or like 3/4 of a year ago. Who knows? Like, I'm not sure. I can check up my review, but I'm not going to do that now. So, Dance with Burning Sea. I think I will like this more than I did Song of the Forever Rains, because Song of the Forever Rains was just a very chill fantasy. It was very relaxed. And I do not remember a lot that happened, but I remember that I liked the writing style, but I didn't like that there wasn't a lot of action going on. So I was disappointed in that. But the fact stands right now that I'm very into relaxed fantasies. So maybe, just maybe, I'll really enjoy this book. And I know it's been on my TBR for like 3 months now, but I'm gonna put it on my TBR again because I still need and want to read it. Remember how I said this book has been on my TBR since last month? That I put this book on my April TBR too? Yeah. It's The Poppy War by R.F. Kuang. Okay, so this is about war. Yeah, it's about war. That's basically all I know. And it's like about a school for a military student going to a school for military students things. Yeah, that's basically all I know. That is, I think that is what I know. Yeah, she got into the most elite military school in Nikon. But there's a lot of triggers in this book, so I would really recommend to check trigger warnings for all these books, though. If you want to pick up any of these books, check trigger warnings. It's very important. I just read, like, something that another author said about this book. He said, I thought myself prepared. I was not. That doesn't make me feel any relief whatsoever. I need to read this book. And if you want, I can make a reading vlog out of it because I'm absolutely terrified for this book. Like, it's intimidating, okay? Like, the fact that what the story is about is intimidating. But I'm gonna read it. I'm promising. No, I'm not promising. I'm saying that I will read it in May. Let's hope I can keep that thing. I do not want to finish this book, but I gotta do what you gotta do, you know? It's The Traitor Queen by Daniel L. Jensen. I started this. I think I got over halfway. I think I'm on page 222. And I haven't picked it up since last week. Or like the week before that, I think. Because it's just not... We're not vibing with each other. This book is not slaying. I really liked The Bridge Kingdom. Like, I give 3.5 stars, I know. But I think it could have been so much better if I read it more slowly. Could have had so much potential that I didn't dare give it, I guess. That I didn't give it. But yeah, I thought that I would like this so much more than I did The Bridge Kingdom. But the story just went places where I didn't like them going. So I'm very disappointed, but I gotta finish this book someday. Like, I want to finish it. Because I want to start the next book. Because the next book is about other characters, and I think I really like those characters. So I gotta finish this book before I start that one, because otherwise nothing will make sense. Okay. Land of the Licking? What the fuck? Okay. Land of the Living by Nikki French. This one was recommended to me by my own mother. And she actually raved about it when I was like, I think I was like 9 years old, and she was talking about it. Or I was like 10 or something like that. And she was like talking about it, and she was like, yeah, you like scary stories, right? And I was like 10, I was like, yeah. But the writing style in it was very difficult for me to read. Even if it was Dutch, it was very difficult for me to read. So I just didn't pick it up. But now I'm older, I'm wiser, I'm more able to read things. I picked it up again at the thrift store. I saw it at the thrift store, and I was like, I need to get it. This is a sign. I need it. So I got it. I'm gonna read it. And my mom is very excited for my opinion. But I already checked how many chapters this book has. And like the first chapter, I wouldn't call it a chapter, but more like a prologue. It's like part 1, I guess. Yeah. Part 1 is over 100 pages without chapters in between. So we're just going to read one chapter that is over 100 pages. The last book is The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. I am so excited. I cannot even explain it to you. I am super thrilled to be reading this book. I never knew they had this edition. I think it is fairly new. But I saw it at the bookstore, and I was like, this is a sign. And I checked it online first, if they had it cheaper on there. But they didn't. But they didn't have it cheaper online. So I was like, I need to get it at the bookstore so I can have it right away, and it's cheaper that way. Turns out, 2 weeks later, I found it on my Kobo for free. But I got the book now, and I still haven't read it. Like, I got it, I think, at the beginning of April, and I still haven't read it. But I'm super, super excited because one of my Goodreads friends was, like, talking about it, and she was like, I cannot understand how someone can give this book lower than the 3-star rating because it was just so amazing. And I'm like, I gotta try this out. And it was very popular on Book Talk and stuff, and BookTube also, I think, around like 2021 or 2022, I think, or 2020. And I haven't joined the hype. I haven't joined it, so I'm gonna join it now. Alright, don't look at me like that. I know you're seeing right through my soul. I know you're looking into the future, and you're like, Sarah, you're not gonna read all of these books. And I'm just gonna say, I know I'm not gonna read all of these books. I'm pretty sure that I will only read one of those, and that is The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. The rest is not gonna happen. I just know it. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you're gonna enjoy my other videos if you're gonna watch other of my videos. And that's all I have to say. I just ran up and down the stairs, so I'm kind of out of breath right now. So I'm doing this intro rather quickly. I just made it longer. I'm gonna say goodbye here. So goodbye, and I hope to see you later. So, bye-bye.